Normally I try to make Thursdays the Vikings versus whoever preview video, and I was going to do that today. But yesterday got a notification, the Vikings injury report. Okay, let's take a look-see here. First three named: Bradbury, limited, dealing with the back issue; Jonathan Bullard, bicep DNP; Christian Darrisaw, still in protocol. Okay, but after that, 5 players, non-participants due to illness, including 3 starters on defense. That's Danielle Hunter, Patrick Peterson, and Harrison Smith. Ben Gessling tweeted out that there were no COVID positive results. That was yesterday. We'll see if that holds true today, but if not COVID, this time of year, colder temperatures, people tend to get sick. The cold, the flu, and when dealing with areas like a locker room or your office space or kids in a daycare, it's easy for an illness to spread around. Now, this was the first injury report of the week, assuming that negative COVID tests remain constant. Hopefully by Friday, all is well and good. CJ Ham, fullback, he's also dealing with an illness. If he's a no-go, just an idea, you can have, say, Johnny Munt fill in for lead blocking duties. On defense, Danielle Hunter, if he's out, take your pick of Patrick Jones II or DJ Wonnum, and I think you'll be just fine. Harrison Smith, you can roll with Josh Metellus, who, ironically enough, he has 1 start this year, Metellus does, with Harrison Smith out. That game, week 3 versus Detroit. And he had a great day. 11 tackles, 2 pass breakups, and an interception. Outside linebacker and safety, we're good. However, if Patrick Peterson has to sit, that's panic button worthy. That is a big deal. Yesterday, I talked about the thin depth that you have at corner, and that's with a healthy Patrick Peterson. Without him, you've got a Caleb Evans who now is on IR, Andrew Booth Jr., he's out for the year. Cam Dantzler designated to return from IR, so on the surface, that sounds great. However, I don't know what you can realistically expect from Cam right out the gate after missing time. Chandon Sullivan at nickel corner, Chris Boyd and Duke Shelley. I would probably start defensive drives with Chris Boyd at outside corner opposite of Cam Dantzler, assuming that he starts, just because Boyd has experience starting games wearing a Vikings jersey. Hopefully he holds his own. Now once it gets to the red zone, flip Chris Boyd for Duke Shelley. You're going up against, on Sunday, a top 10 offense in the league. 8th in passing, Band-Aids at corner. This concerns me greatly, but we'll see what the status of these players are through the end of the week. Sidebar here. Jalen Reagor has done what I think is one of the dumbest things that a professional athlete can do. Guaranteed a victory before Sunday's game against Detroit. According to Chris Thomason, Jalen Reagor has guaranteed Vikings to win at Detroit. I asked him about the possibility clinching division, and he said we're going to win. I asked him if that's a guarantee. Yes, he added. I'm not going to say nothing about if we might win. I'm expecting us to win. I have no doubts. Why? Why, Jalen? Why say this out loud? That type of attitude, you're already looking past your opponent before you even play them. And to publicly guarantee a win, giving a guy like Dan Campbell, who, by the way, this dude is nuts. You're giving him free bulletin board material. Dan Campbell, you don't think he's going to print that quote out and put it all over the locker room for his players to see? You don't think he's going to put it on the projector during team meetings? You have nothing to gain declaring victory 4 days before you play. But you better win, because if you don't, Jalen Reagor, the media is going to come looking for you for a follow-up quote. Penguin Zero says, I want to see more of Brian Asamoah, Patrick Jones, and Jalen Reagor for the rest of the season. Well, normally with Jalen Reagor, I would say 1 game at a time, just because I saw in Philly the struggles that he had, so he can make plays on one hand, and then on the other, he'll let you down. But with KJ Osborne not being that great third option that we thought he would be, certainly Jalen Reagor should be the wide receiver 3 the rest of the way. After that, Patrick Jones II. If Danielle Hunter can't go, if he's sick and he can't play on Sunday, either Patrick Jones or DJ Wonnum, they'll get the start. Either way, we're good. And Brian Asamoah, it is mind-boggling why he doesn't play much at all anyway. He needs to be out there on the field. Can anybody from this rookie class contribute at all, or at least give us some sort of promise to say, wow, we have something here? And so far, that hasn't been the case. Purple Pocket Podcast. This is crazy, though. The Lions, get the fuck out of here. You're really looking past the Lions? They've won 4 out of their last 5. They're playing red hot right now, especially on offense. They lost to the Bills by 3 points. Otherwise, it would have been 5 straight victories for them. And we should be conditioned at this point anyway, as Vikings fans, to say, okay, anytime we look ahead and say we got this in the bag, that's when everything goes to hell. I learned my lesson of any given Sunday in 2017 on this YouTube channel, previewing Vikings versus Panthers. I said, you know what? This Mike Zimmer-led defense, and that's when Cam Newton was the quarterback. I said, this Mike Zimmer-led defense, they are going to shut shit down. We lost that game, and I never felt so stupid. I learned my lesson then. I'm going to apply it now. Don't sleep. Freedom Fighter says, bold prediction, St. Brown will out yardage and outscore JJ in this game. St. Brown has 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. Well, the Lions, their defense really isn't anything worth raising hell about either, so Jefferson has another opportunity for a great day on Sunday, but okay, let's say Amon-Ra St. Brown has a better day than 18. 2 touchdowns for him to, let's say, Jefferson's 1, I can see that happening, but 200 yards? No way, man. I just don't see that happening at all. We're back at it tomorrow. Vikings versus Lions preview. We'll see you then.